him that travel in a certain trajectory. Fire arrows are really quick, and they can come from any point of your jump. And that is probably what Kendrick Olimar is going to try and use. But we go to Hollowed Bastion to start off, Fabs, and I feel like that's a really interesting choice.
Yeah, obviously with a single platform, so you can't really hide under too much, but obviously with the longer platform above, you're going to be seeing, of course, with Young Link, you will be landing with the nairs, with the down airs. You can kind of mitigate that, stay under the platform. You save yourself a little bit of time. Of course, Young Link does have a little bit of a low end lag, so you might not be in too much trouble. But at the moment, though, Kendrick being pushed to the brink of the stage, but not dying yet.
Said it. You guys said it. Yeah!
Oh, yeah.
God,
I was going to say.
We can clap for that.
That was impressive, but this is what I was saying, fams. He is not by any means scared to scrap. He even went down there to try and finish the job on the right side. But anyways, like Kirb0 is ready and ready to go for these scrap situations. Bloody hell. And little spacing tools, like what Kendrick does, especially with the wave bounce side Bs and stuff like that, are so effective. You might think to yourself, why not just normal side B? The spacing wise and kind of baiting them out really helps, but just not being shown at the moment. Kirb0's kind of all over him this first game.
His fair can trip as well. I thought it was just the down tilt.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Boy got feet.
We can see already Kendrick electing for that sort of slower play style immediately, and that is the downside about charging the arrows, is that because you shoot them a little bit faster, they rise. By the time they're sort of beginning to descend, Kirb0 can just crouch underneath them. So Kendrick has got a sort
oh my
of,
God,
it's going to be these normal.
He's parried like 3 hits in a row.
Bro's been practicing for the matchup, but look, if he's feeling confident.
God damn.
He's even read the
ready.
roll read, by the way. You see that? I mean, just little things like that. I think Kirb0 feels good.
Definitely. He's just literally not giving Kendrick Olimar anything to play off of. You know, like he has to approach it because he just keeps getting his projectiles parried. You know, he wants to respond badly.
Trying to maybe go for that ledge, the ledge trump there, but unfortunately not quite getting it. But even so, you're still putting Young Link in a precarious situation, and I love that throwing out a hitbox so that Kendrick will get the phantom footstool instead, because Kirb0 had already used quite a few jumps in that situation, so it could have potentially been curtains, but you can't be throwing out up Bs like that. 3 stocks to 1 for Kirb0 right now. It is looking very one-sided.
This is what I mean. I think like from that score set, we are seeing signs of like, you know, absolute adaptation for the upcoming set, and it's paying off in dividends, man. 3 stocks to 1 in a matchup where you got double eliminated at the last major tournament. It is just absolutely insane, guys.
You would not think Kendrick's 2-0 up on this man, by the way.
You would not.
Honestly.
Like, he is farming his first game. And if you're noticing what Kirb0's doing is he's actually staying mid-range, so he's able to parry the projectiles. If he goes too close, he won't have time. If he stays far away, he's too far away. If he stays mid-range, he has enough time to parry the projectiles, getting and do his damage, and then run back out.
I think particularly as well, what we were mentioning about the timing of the fire arrows as well, the fact that Kendrick is forced to just go for like no charge on the fire arrows, it means that the timing is going to be the exact same each and every time, which makes the parry window just way easier to hit. But again, Kirb0 just very much keeping with this defensive game plan, forcing Kendrick to approach, and it is 3 stocks to 1 at the moment. The weak hit of the dash attack and a reverse up air as well, catching all of us off guard, but getting that number 1 on the board for Kirb0. This is looking spicy.
Bad news for the people that love to watch the sets that they win. Clearly, VOD reviewing sets that you lose works.
Oh my God. That is just like, the thing is, I had a feeling of what, like, obviously I want Kendrick Olimar to win, but it's like, I had a feeling Kirb0 was going to have something ready, but I was not prepared for this. You have preparation, and then you have 3 stock in the guy that double eliminated you at the last major tournament. That is ridiculous. Bracket demon is a non-existent term to Kirb0, it seems, man. Literally 1 bad tournament he had, and then boom, he's immediately learned the matchup just like that. And this is what I mean. He has such a consistent and scary understanding of his own game plan. He doesn't falter from at all. Look at this. He's not faltering at all whatsoever. It is impressive how dedicated he is.
I know we spoke about like how he's getting around his projectiles, but the up-close timings are actually terrifying as well. The fact that he won pretty much every single scrapping situation is not normal. It's meant to be rock, paper, scissors. It's not meant to be rock, scissors. Like, he literally won every single one, every single time. He had a strong read on the timings of Kendrick Olimar, how he wanted to move about him, and they just called him out repeatedly. But here, we finally see good execution of the game plan that Kendrick Olimar had so much success with at Invasion. Fire arrows.
Well, this is what I was saying. If you look at the movement between both of them, Kendrick's trying to stay outside of the down tilt range, whereas Kirb0 is like understanding if he parries or shields a projectile, he has to step back outside the range to go back in again. He's resetting the game plan to make sure he still has that mid-range. So look there again, just to make sure he's in parry range.
Definitely much harder for Kirb0 to execute, and obviously like Kendrick Olimar managing to wear him down quite a bit. 115, but hold on. Here we go. Started 42%, and can he continue? That shield look crispy.
I think he hoped for the shield break there, but wasn't quite able to get all of that damage. But even then, Kirb0's shield is looking pretty low at the moment, and now is forced to take an awful lot of fire arrows. And even then, we're getting to this percent where, particularly with a light character like Kirby, some of these stray hits from Young Link are going to start killing us. Particularly when that Nair gets to kill percent, that's when Kirb0's really got to start worrying.
He tries dash attacking and immediately gets punished for it. 156. Yeah, no, Kendrick Olimar realized it. He just realized that he has no option to take liberties. He has to just play by the book.
And this might have actually been kind of a buff from
Oh!
I was about to compliment him, but I don't think I should.
Immaculate spacing.
Yeah, fantastic read. Is Up going to kill it though? But I throw, yeah, because
It's just like, he spent all that time, he spent 2 minutes building up that percent for 2 whole minutes, building up that lead, all for it to come crumbling down in a single move.
just to get his obituary read. Like, that was really sad. Unfortunately.
Oh,
Damn. Playing out all the options, punish him accordingly. Yep. Narrow
There's no
stage.
jump right now, right? Kirby doesn't offer anything, respecting the up B, which is smart because we have seen Kendrick Olimar pilot really nicely on this ledge. In particular, he really likes to mix up when he's going to get that final hitboxing up B when he's not. And that timing mix-up is working really well for him. Unfortunately, it's still an even game when it really feels like it shouldn't have been. It really feels like he had full control, and then Kirby just kind of flipped the situation on its head. And now we are looking at the same neutral as first stock, except it's working a lot worse. And do we know why that might be?
Honestly, fatigue, I'm gonna be honest, just really like, I feel like, the thing is I have to respect that. Even after that first stock, that must have been damaging to the mental, but he's still sticking by it, and I feel like his dedication to it, I mean, once again, both sides dedicating to their own game plans very well, and that's really impressive in a lot of ways. But ultimately, Kendrick, he's sticking out with it. He still understands that this is like a surefire way of getting that lead, and it's working out for him, relatively speaking. But now we've seen them play a lot more scrappy, and as such, Kirby winning a lot more of these scrappy situations. Barely makes it back with the up B. They're trying to fight for that ledge. Up air covers the landing from Kendrick Olimar, and there we go. Back air one cancel into that tilt, man. Beautiful stuff, man. Oh my God, this is cinema.
Fantastic recognition, but Kirby tried to strike back with his own. He was looking for a bomb confirmed just then off the hit. That was really nice. So wasn't able to get
What?
it, but gets his own fire arrows.
What?
And oh my
It's
God, this feels
here.
like it's the worst case scenario.
This might be vindication for Kirby right now. If he can get a kill anyways, has to keep this stock.
Oh my God, he can fight back. He can fight. Do you know how crazy it is? We completely forgot. We completely
I don't think
forgot.
no one brought it up, right?
No
No
one
one
brought it
brought
up.
this signature mechanic that low-key could save him the entire time. But Kendrick's still fighting back right now. I feel like he's forcing scraps a little bit more now. Now that Kirby0's got on the projectile, I feel like he might want to use it a little bit here. But Kendrick Olimar, he's managed to get it to 74%. I feel like he's gotten a lot done here already.
They're not working out for him. I'm not
Yeah.
lying to you.
I think that's the thing though, is that because Kirb0's game plan for the most part has been like particularly parrying, like his parry rate has been insane
Right.
throughout the entirety of it. But instead of sort of watching Kendrick and going for these parries, he's just firing out a lot of arrows. And even if it's trading, that's really not what you want in this situation. You want to be able to close that space, get those parries, and just slowly inch your way forward and force Kendrick to pick an option. However, we are seeing at the moment 105%. However, Kirby has got his mitts
Oh,
on
you
you.
air dodging like that? Don't air dodge in. Okay.
About to say, yeah, no. I think it's a good shout actually, Joyce, because I mean, even if Kirby does have that fire, the fact of the matter is that Kendrick Olimar is going to be able to capitalize off that same situation, from either side a lot more easier. Obviously, having a lot better movement in the air and everything. He's going, if he lands a fire, he's going to be able to capitalize that off 5 times more than Kirby can.
Finally, Kendrick Olimar is getting his own parries out in some of these scrapping situations, clearly wanting to change up the timings a little bit and make sure that even if Kirby does get in, it's going to be really hard for him to make a dent. That F-throw, not quite doing it just yet. Battlefield is a huge stage, as we all know. It's going to be a little difficult to score that kill right now. Gets a fair from the ledge. Kirby0's looking to chase, gets the F-tilt.
Yeah, these F smashes, I can tell Kirby0 wants it. It's such a devastating kill option and just going for a lot of these. And like I said, when the Nair starts to kill, that's when you need to start worrying. But really wonderful adaptations from Kendrick Olimar there. And Fabs were 1-1.
Yeah, I mean, I think Jude said it well, that even though he was doing in the game one, he was doing the fire, keeping him parrying and guessing. In game 2, we switched that way. He messed up the timings. Sometimes he'd go in, sometimes he'd go out. And Kirby was like, damn, what do I do now? And even though he did get the copy ability, which none of us mentioned, didn't do too much with it.
No,
Unfortunate.
Kendrick Olimar knows his character really well,
Sure.
right? Like, he's probably played against other younglings. He's played the Ditto. He knows how to beat out fire arrows. Most importantly, what we saw was a lot of bombs to go over the fire arrows to hit Kirb0, or boomerangs trading, clanking, or going through it. And as a result, he couldn't actually get anything done with the fire arrows because Kendrick Olimar has a really good understanding somehow of how to deal with his own tools.
Yeah, even if we look at it in the most simplest form, I mean, Kirby's gone from, oh my god, FD.
Just ran in and grabbed. He completely flipped the table,
fair
and
enough.
it's worked really badly. He didn't get his combo. 38% racked on quickly.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like I just wanted to quickly say. I mean, even though like Kirby's zero projectiles now has gotten that single projectile, you're still fighting a character with 2 other projectiles in his arsenal. So it might not change much in that situation, but still, nonetheless, both players. I feel like anyone can take this game, and I feel like they're both playing extremely well. Kirb0 once again winning these scrappier situations a lot more. That F smash was so close to hitting, man. Oh my god.
Amazing drift from Kendrick Olimar. I love the
Kirby
different
with the
timings and spacing on these up beats. He really has mastered the art of recovering versus this character, of recovering versus the really harsh 2-frame options like F tilt, like F smash. And overall, it's worked out really nice for him. And he doesn't quite manage to kill with Rock. Kendrick Olimar looking for a footstool, but it's going to get punished hard for it. Like you mentioned, Joycey, he knows about that, that big counterplay that is footstalling a character with multiple jumps, and every time it's just going to be phantom footstall, and every time so far, Kendrick Olimar has got punished for his hubris.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the thing now. You've suddenly got to go. I mean, this ledge trap is really, really working well. Unfortunately, Kirby being sent a little bit too far, but this is an awful lot of damage and the point-blank arrow into the up air. Dead even game so far.
The coverage, you have to talk about
That's
it.
what I was going to say.
It was just too
man.
strong.
Yeah, perfectly covered by Kendrick Olimar, using all of his util perfectly actually, and just converting off all of his, his projectiles, and still he's just, taking that lead he's gotten, and he's running away with it. Kirb0 has a little bit of time to fight back, but only manages to get a single forwarder, and now we're back to just throwing out the projectiles. Oh my god, it's just beautiful.
That looks like a setup for a clip, and overall, it's big timing, melee timing mix-ups, right? Like he really is starting to use dash in, dash out a lot more to bait Kirb0 into some options that he wouldn't usually opt for. He's really starting to make him guess on when the next strike comes, and he's really just starting to get way more off this advantage shape because he's finding better hits, because he knows how to space them now or to time them, and it's working so well. 119. He still could have locked this up first because that down tilt F smash is devilish, but he doesn't quite manage to get that. But the ledge trump is just too clean, Joycey.
I mean, that's the thing. It's the sort of he did go for it a little bit earlier on in the set, but unfortunately he actually whiffed the input, so it didn't quite manage. But again, in that perfect situation with that little bit of rage as well, and this could be a pretty meaty punish. The only thing really that is laggy on the Younglink is, of course, that whiffed grab, and we can just see again Kirb0 electing for that more defensive style. Kendrick closing the distance, trying to get something to work. We are going to get to that percent now where your neutral airs are going to kill, your weak down airs are going to kill as well, or just a down smash, holding on for that little bit too long. And Olimar, once again, pretty even so far.
That's what I'm saying, Joycey. And there we go, managing to find that throw. And I feel like this starts something great. Tries following up with the weak nair there. Doesn't manage to get it off. And bro, Zanati, I'm seeing these whiff grabs. I'm panicking.
Yeah, I'm panicking so hard right now. That is a huge option to whiff. I mean, if Kirby was a little bit close to the ground, I think he could have ice smash. But so far, Kendrick Olimar, man to hold on. This is a big electric situation. He avoids every single projectile and kills him.
That down tilt that Kendrick went for, if he connected that, the up B would have killed.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Where he was in the blasting as well, but just unfortunate. I feel like Kendrick is so good in neutral. I think he's a god in neutral. I'm not even exaggerating.
Yeah.
But I feel like he commits so much to these last gasp options, like the pivot grabs or the grabs at the ledge or the down tilt to the ledge. It's not really a big commit, but when he does these things and Kirby0's not actually falling for it, he takes out a big damage and loses a stock. That's really costing him these games so far.
And the thing is, I feel like if he saves it for like the right moments, then it's a different story completely. But I'm seeing him throw it out, respectfully, of course, earlier on in the stocks, which I feel like is costing him when he does with it completely, adds that percent just a little bit more. Doesn't give you as much leeway in those later percents, when you really want to throw out these options. Nonetheless, I feel like he played it very well. Kirb0 though, man, oh my god, he revised this match, bro. Whipped out the CGP books and everything, man.
Yeah, Yeah, right now it does feel like he has just grown and learned so much from their previous encounter, and he's really, really locking Kendrick Olimar down right now. We're on his counter pick, we're back on Battlefield. It worked out so well the first time, but Kirb0 is looking to disrupt the flow of the set. Upbeat chases, continues. Kendrick Olimar finally gets out with a scrap, but there's another huge F smash read.
Tech on place, guys?
Yeah.
Nice.
You have
For
to,
real?
You have to be going away from this Kirb0.
This guy's an F-Smash merchant, bro. It's not the one you want to be doing at all. It is unfortunate. But amazing, amazing read, though, from Kirby nonetheless.
Yeah, and I'm really agreeing with you at this point, Fabs. These overextensions from Kendrick Olimar are so costly.
It's costing him, yeah. And I do feel like I don't
Oh
want
my God!
I don't want to give the commentary cliche you said he's in his head, but at the moment he's making Kendrick do these options he doesn't really want to do necessarily in the first two games. Now though, it just looks really, really bad for Kendrick. Until now though.
No, that being said, I feel like Kirby's getting hit by a lot of these firers, but unfortunately we're not seeing the conversions land too well. He's managed to escape in the situations where he needs to the most, which is
Nice.
good. But you know, there we go. Kendrick Olimar still on his game, man, and you know, I feel like Kirby could have left him live for a lot longer, but I feel like he kind of got a bit lax in the shielding there on the firers. So something you've obviously seen, he's been able to parry very consistently.
And I do want to say Kirby, I do want to congratulate him or just commend him on being so patient. He's a very disciplined player,
I'm saying, man.
especially with a character like Kirby. You want to be in Kirby. You want to be in all the time, right? Especially if you see off stage. When he knows he's being pressured a lot of the time, he's very comfortable to like, weigh out his jumps, then go back to stage, being very, very patient, and it's paying off.
Yeah, I feel like Kendrick is really, really trying to slow the pace down. It feels like particularly in this fourth game, it feels like the conversions haven't quite been there. It feels a little bit like there are a few panic options in particular. There was a really nice air dodge read. Ooh, and I love that tech, but it doesn't matter. Kirb0's got it covered every single time. And I think Kendrick's got to really dig deep. It feels like a second layer of adjustments have been made from Kirb0. You know, the adjustments initially from the invasion set, and then in terms of Kendrick's response to those. So it's going to be really careful. However, the fact that Kirb0 has got these conversions and this damage output, it means that, you know, the clock is ticking for Kendrick to keep himself in this set.
Yeah, I'm doubling down on the fact that he has to stop going for these footstools, man. Every single time it's a phantom. Every single time he's gone punished so far. It's just really, really good recognition from Kirb0 to just know immediately that a player as ballsy really as Kendrick Olimar is going to go for that stuff, and it's just completely shutting it down and really kind of shutting down this game right now. 59%. We know that Kirb0 is no stranger to killing here. It looks really difficult right now. Kendrick Olimar kind of trapped in the corner. Here's a ledge trapping situation. Doesn't quite get the ledge trap, and so far Kirb0 is just continuing pressure.
Oh, there we go. Trips goes for the grab there. Back throw comes out, and once again we're seeing Kendrick Olimar at the ledge though. No ledge from this time from Kirb0. He's very happy to play this game that Kendrick Olimar wants to play right now. But Joycey, man, it's looking tough.
Very much so. Kirb0 just keeping him at the ledge, the height of B, just about clipping Kirb0, but he has got all of the momentum at the moment with a little bit of rage. Not quite going to be enough, but again, a pretty dicey situation for Kirb0, but he has got an entire stock to play with, and this has been where Kendrick has really been struggling to find these kills, and again, another conversion with a lot of rage, but stunning DI there. Zenati, it's so close!
But it's over.
God.
It is over, the up smash.
This kid is insane.
Kirby, man. It's so funny to see him like nearly go like bottom of his pool in the first day.
Yeah, no.
Struggling with everyone and then just kind of handily kind of taking Kendrick apart, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that final game
impressive.
was just completely tough. Like, Kendrick Olimar couldn't get anything started whatsoever. Every single extension he wanted to go for missed. Every single like big punish, like those footstools or the F smashes or the down air at the very end on the ledge to bait out something missed. It was just. He just got so red.
It wasn't working.
Yeah, it wasn't working. He had the book open, bro. Like, he's just completely reading out his own brain.
Brian. This guy said
Family
Brian.
Family Guy. No, bro, you know
This
how many
guy
times on this
said
couch already
Brian.
we've said Luigi to replace Luigi and